Welcome back. Episode 21 with the White Monster podcast. As always, with Austin Cinos, and we're blessed with the head coaches of the crumbling B team, the future
the newest
mystery gym.
No, the newest scandal in the sport. We got the sources right here. No.
But yeah, thanks a lot, guys, for coming on. In the high points of the CGI camp now, you guys stepped up, took over. Fortunately for us, you guys went through some injuries that delayed sort of your training, but it's benefited everyone else,
Yeah, it's super selfish to say that, but everyone's like, how's camp going? I'm like, I mean, it sucks for the boys because you want to see their careers get better, but for us, it's been pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it's not very often you get like two of the like sharpest minds.
I mean, one of the sharpest minds,
It's been kind.
Sharpest mind and one sharp body.
Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, I guess like you guys really took over, and I mean, you guys have been doing it for how many months now? It's been two or three.
For the camp, the camp's only been about like 2 months, really going hard. But yeah, I've been in the gym, at least helping Nicky Rod specifically for every day now for the past like probably close to 5 months.
Yeah, you did the Victor camp into the kind of camp.
Yeah.
And you're always cornering him too and shit.
Yeah. I feel like I mean, Nicky Rod's been cornering me for MMA. I mean, Nicky also has cornered me for MMA, but me and Nicky Rod have a good dynamic. We have a good understanding of each other's games now. So, we just have good energy when we're cornering now.
We actually spoke about that on the last one, how it's some places it's like too many people screaming dumb shit from the side, whereas you guys have got such a good connection. It's so much better having that one-to-one, and if anyone has input, they can pass it through you, and you can filter what you think's a good idea for Nick Rod specifically.
Yeah, he was explaining to me about how like Nick Rod, before he goes out to fight pass and stuff, he like tells everyone, he's like, Damien's the only one communicating with me, so if you guys have anything to say it to him, and then he can filter it. But that's just a good way of fucking doing it.
I mean, regardless of like the actual relationship that we have, like coach, corner, or whatever, it's just definitely better to have one person speaking. If you have a bunch of people yelling, it just you can't understand anything, So it's like, yeah, I know if someone wants to tell Nicky Rod something, I'll know like basically how to tell Nicky Rod, because he doesn't want too much information, to be honest. There's guys like me personally, when Nicky Rod corners me, it's like I want him saying things at all times, like just repeat the same thing over and over again. Nicky Rod doesn't want to think too much, so give him small pieces of information, and then he'll be good to go.
As few decisions as possible.
Literally, yeah.
What about you, Nicky? How do you like to be cornered?
Me? Yeah, I would say like normally like 1 to 2 people tops for me. Yeah. More than that, it just gets kind of blurred out.
Yeah, fuck. Like, it's funny, like, at the local shows, where, like, I mean, like, when we go away, it's fine, because, like, you usually just have one corner or no corner, but, like, at the local ones, your whole team's there. And I was saying this last time, I'm being, like, it's nice to have the support of everybody, but, like, before you go on, half the time, I just want to look at everyone in our gym and be like, hey, everyone shut the fuck up with these two, because I don't need dickhead number 5 that comes in twice a week yelling at me to do a twister. You know what I mean? If it's not one of these 3, shut the fuck up. I love it. I love the support, but you just hear wild shit from the stands, and you're like, what the fuck, dude? Like, no, it's just leave it up to them. Like,
especially with B team, it's like we got guys that, they all want to be in the corner, so there's like 8 guys in the corner. We have great grapplers that can corner, but then there's random guys that'll just yell stuff because they know.
Like, I'm on the team.
Yeah, exactly, man.
But being on the team, you also need to know when to shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, it's good. Like, we're like lucky to have like some of the best guys to be able to corner you. So it's just like, let these guys fucking do it. But
how have you guys been liking? I spoke to you about the camp. How have you been enjoying the camp?
It's great. I fucking love the camp. The camp's awesome, man. It's like any I think like the improvement rate has been, especially for like me. I mean, obviously, like, it's no fucking. I mean, we make fun of it all the time. I'm a fucking psycho. I fucking lose my mind all the time. I'm just retarded. But now that like we really put a base on like, hey, this is what you need to get good at. So like lately, it's been like getting on top from like leg locks, using them to come on top, wrestling up. Well, this week I've really been focusing on heisting and passing, and it puts a lot less pressure on like the rounds, because like I just put a lot of, I'm, like I said, I'm a psycho. So like I put a lot of pressure on myself, but like now it's like whenever I come in and I do my rounds, I have goals. And if I just stick to the goals, I'm like, fuck it. It doesn't matter what happens. Cause that was a big thing that I think you were trying to get to me too. Where it was like, it's just training. Like we want you to lose in training so you can get better. So it's like, stick to the rounds as long as like if I'm getting caught and shit's happening, as long as I stick to trying to pass or I'm stick to trying to heist or I'm stick to trying to wrestling up and we are going up in the right way, I just have to have full complete trust in you two, and it just makes it way fucking easier. So the camp's been fucking sick, and like the specific rounds have helped already in competition where like if I do get in a bad spot, I'm so much more confident getting out of it because of all the armbar and backgrounds and stuff that like if I do get in a bad position, which luckily lately competing I haven't been in too many, but like there's little points where like if someone was on my back for like 2 seconds and I was just like, this guy's not fucking Nick Rod. Like this guy's not like fucking any of the guys that we train with. So I'm just like, just do this, do this, do this. And like it's kind of getting to a point where competing is actually easier than training.
100%.
And now that I think like that, competing is actually becoming a lot more fun. Because now when I compete, I'm like, it's not that guy. Like, it's not my fucking main training partner. So I've been able to make, like, I still have fuck ups, but like, I've been able to make like a big mental switch because of this camp and because of you guys. That's like very beneficial for a fucking psycho. You know what I mean? So it's been fucking sick. I really enjoy it. It's been a good time. It's fucking, it's tough. Like, we roll so much right now that it's like when it hits like Wednesday and Thursday, I'm like, I've been napping like fucking crazy, dude.
I just rolled out of bed. Yeah. We finished training today. I was pretty fucked. And then I ate my carbo bobs. I could only eat half of it. I was like, I knew this is going to come back. I was like, I can't throw up today. This is my victory. I ate half of it. I just laid in bed in the fetal position. It's time to go. I was like, fuck.
I was jealous, dude. I came in after work and I just like looked and I saw like you were just fucking laying in your bed and I was like, fuck. I just want to go to bed. But yeah, like my wife said to me the other day, she's like, are you okay? And I was like, what? She's like, you usually like, never sleep. Like maybe 6 hours a night. I usually get up pretty early. And she's like, now like you're getting up when your alarm's off. You're like out like a rock. You come home, you take a 2-hour nap, get up for 2 hours, and then you go back to bed. Are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm just fucking fighting for my life out here. I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, I'm scrapping.
Yeah, it's fucking,
what made you guys sort of formulate the camp like this?
Yeah.
The heavy specific rounds and then comp days?
Yeah, so to be honest, I started kind of experimenting with like the CLA format prior to the camp starting because I'd never taught like that before, and I kind of wanted to see how different people would, react and how quick the progression was. So prior to the camp even starting, I picked like a few different athletes of different skill levels. So I picked like Nicky Rod. It was initially 3 people. It was Nicky Rod, Nick Matea, and Ali. Like 3 different people, 3 different sizes. And it was mainly just one game that I was having them play, where it was to get good at high stepping, because one thing with Nicky Rod is like he would struggle whenever he couldn't get his body lock passing to go to actually put side to side pressure and loose outside passing. So I kind of started experimenting with that, and all 3 of the athletes progressed like super fast. Like I had Nicky Rod drill high stepping so many times, and he would just never do it whenever it came to competition or live rounds. And then so it made up a game where he's not allowed chest to chest connection to pass. He's only allowed to do, high stepping and Toriando style passing. And, like all 3 of the athletes like progressed super fast. So decided to kind of run camp like that.
Yeah, it's cool. Ali is fucking shot through the roof recently. Like her ability, her skill is crazy. I was in my fit of vomiting in between a bit of train, and I was like, fuck, Ali's improved a ton. Well, I mean, everyone has, but Ali's definitely a standout there.
Yeah, she was so bad when she first started doing high stepping. I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is really bad. And then like literally 2 days later, she was like high step passing the fuck out of Marlon. And I was like, fuck yeah. So she
Marlon's passing's gotten better.
I know.
On the weekend, how good was that?
He's fucking hitting multiple high steps.
I didn't get to see it.
Yeah, he was passing like as if we had Channing Tatum waiting for him after. Like, fucking holy shit. There's like a tan Nicky Ryan out there.
How did he end up competing against Alexis?
So Alexis had a match booked with somebody, and then like an hour before the event was, or 2 hours before the event was about to start, he pulled out. And then I think Freddie just hit up Marlon and was like, yeah, would you want to fight Alexis? And Marlon was like, sure. And then
Marlon was setting up the event, eating a burrito.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dog.
What?
Yeah.
It was fucking fun to watch though, dude.
Yeah.
His face when they were like match of the night, Marlon. He lit up. He's going around telling everyone. He's like, I don't know if you know, but match of the night right here.
I mean, good for him. I mean,
Has he competed before?
Yeah,
he competes quite a bit.
He competes quite good. Yeah,
He's done like 4 of the. He's done every BJJ World event.
and he does like some Henzo fight night things.
He just scraps like 40-year-old blue belts.
Does he usually win?
Yeah, he's been winning.
Good record.
Yeah, I think he's 4-0 on BJJ World.
A dog, man.
Yeah.
What a dog.
And he just took out Alexis. The fuck we
He's
agree-
0-1 against Ben Hodge this week though. Ben painted that
Oh my
bathroom. Marlon had to
yeah.
put
Oh,
there.
I was just gonna say MVP of the camp for extracurricular activity plus being an athlete, Ben Hodge.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's doing it, dude.
Dude,
I
this
know.
weekend.
He's
Bruh,
competing?
it's
The
that's
catch
ridiculous.
wrestling event.
Dude,
Oh my
right.
God.
He started like a group chat. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
he's like, it's my going away party. He's like, I'm leaving for a while and like I won't be back for a bit. We're doing a boat day. I'm like, brother, you've been on a going away party since you arrived. Like,
Yeah. I don't know how he does it, dude. Because he's how old's Ben? 30.
A few years older than me, 33-ish, 34 maybe.
Good.
I
for
could be
him,
wrong.
bro.
Sorry, Ben.
No, I think good for him. I mean, it's impressive at this fucking point.
He vomits at least like once a week, probably. I think this week was twice.
Getting the toxins out of the system. Dude. Like,
yeah.
But he also like we know that he's coming in like that, and then
Yeah.
Nicky Rod, go on.
Yeah.
The thing is, he has such a great guard and great like back attacks.
Yeah,
It's a good look for
you
Nicky
have
Rod.
to use him as an asset.
Exactly. I was like, please go with Nicky Rod. He's like, all right.
bro, he has we want to have him on. I want to let him talk about it more. But like I've asked him a couple of times where I'm like, why didn't you do the Australian trials for CJI? And why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? And I respect the honesty of his answers. He looked at me and he's like, I can't be fucked. And I was like, what? And he's like, I'm happy with being good. I'm not really driven to compete right now. I have a job. I'm having fun. My life is pretty sick, brother. Don't really give a fuck. And I was like, he's like, what? He's like, even if I win everything, I don't think I'd be as happy as I am right now. My life is sick. And I was like,
That's a good answer.
all right.
fair.
And he's like, I was doing this out of emptiness. And I was like, okay, bro. Like, fucking Shaman Ben, dude. I was like, maybe you're partying. Maybe you're going to different dimensions, figuring it out. We don't fucking know. But
Yeah, I don't think everybody has to be or has to aspire to be like a high level competitor. You know, it's like whatever your goals are.
I mean, he
Your
beat to
goals.
ADCC.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a savage.
didn't he have Gordon first round in
Yeah.
2019?
Mhm.
Tough one. It's a tough one.
Yeah, tough first round.
Yeah.
And he, fuck, we're gonna have him on, but quick, the way he won the trials was, they all went to Kazakhstan for Asia, and he won his division, and the sort of day was ending, and they're like, we're not giving anyone a ticket, fuck him. And then everyone's like, what the fuck do you mean you're not giving anyone a ticket? So they won the trials, but they're like, nah, no ticket this time. And then they contacted whoever they needed to contact. They're like, all right, one ticket, absolute for like the medalists. And Ben beat everyone again.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we'll get more of it from Ben because he's supposed to come on this week. But yeah, it was a wild fucking.
Oh wow.
They all flew out to Kazakhstan, and I'm like, yeah, no tickets. Fuck yourselves.
That's fucking crazy. All that work, and they're just like,
Hey, you got it done.
joking.
Yeah.
It's crazy. What a beast, man.
He's the fucking man. It's
Probably-
fucking. Speaking of these guys, like, is Kenta coming back?
He said he was, and then he popped up in Portugal, and then I don't know.
Yeah, I randomly saw a
He
post.
put up a photo today inside a club bathroom with a CGI sticker on it.
I saw.
Maybe he's on the Ben Hodge train.
I saw a post he put up the other day where he's like in Vietnam for the future. Hit me up, and I was like, how long are you gonna be there for, brother? Like, what the fuck?
He's on Team Asia, right? Or
Yeah.
What is it,
Asia,
Australasia or something like that?
yeah.
nice. You guys have a pretty good team.
Yeah, I think for the Misfits, I think we're probably the most solid team. I'd say America's good, just undersized. I think
Who's on America again?
both Corvey brothers, 66, 77, and then they got Elijah under 88, Taylor Pearman under 99 as their wild card, and then Pat Downey's their over. So all those guys except I think Gavin are all sort of one weight class up from where they would normally.
Yeah.
That's a. I mean, no offense to Pat Downey, but for this rule set, it's not. Pat's good, but like it's sub only. Well, I guess he won't. Like, he's tough to sub. But like
Yeah.
getting in a guy who's like really good at like wrestling, like you think you'd want like someone who's like really good at subbing people.
Didn't he get strangled unconscious recently at an IBJJF? I could totally
I
be
think
making
he's
that.
banned from
He
IBJJF
is.
after he got in that
He got in a
scrap.
fist fight with
I
that
remember
Dagestani
that,
guy. That was fucking crazy. He
Pat's
put a
such
guy
a
out.
character.
He's wild.
I'd like to spend some time with him.
I don't know. He just seems like a wild boy.
Dude, he like lost his mind a couple of years ago where he was like posting pictures or videos of like him like shit coming out of his asshole. Do you remember this?
What?
I do remember this.
Yeah, like maybe he might have posted a video of like him getting his dick sucked like on Instagram and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like a weekend.
We've all accidentally hit the live button before. Yeah.
That's fuck.
I was like, what the hell?
That's fucking crazy, dude. I mean,
Bro, Pato just got announced for Atos, right?
yeah.
That's
a tough
that's a
one.
good grab for a
That's a
66.
good.
Dude, that's a
Yeah.
sick one. That's a sick one.
Especially for Atos, that's like traditionally better at the higher weight classes, you know?
So Atos is what? Felipe Pena, Kynan.
I don't know the two middle guys.
You'd imagine it'd be like Janatis if we were to guess, I'd
Janatis AOJ.
probably.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, you're right. Okay. So I don't know for 88, 70 or 88 or
Probably,
77 could be Lucas.
Lucas.
Yeah.
Because Ty and Cade can't, right? Because they're MMA contract.
I think one allows it. But
One?
I don't,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
One does allow-
one allows
that,
it.
I think it's just up to them. If
I-
they do it 77-88, you would give it to the Rotolers, I'm sure.
Yeah, I haven't heard much about them doing CJI at all. I feel like that's something that you'd probably hear. We're already, about a month out. It's like probably would have heard about it.
Yeah.
Not too sure.
But so you guys like with the coaching. I mean, I know you guys are doing this right now because your knee and your arm. And you guys like obviously it's clicking really fucking quick. Like there's some things like there's a lot of things that I've noticed with sports, like growing up playing sports, where a lot of the guys I played with, if you ask them how they do shit, they're like, I just do it, brother. I'm like, oh, you're just talented as fuck. You're just sick. Like some of the best guys I played hockey with, man, were like, you'd be like, what'd you eat today? And he's like, dude, I had a McDouble on the way. Don't give a fuck. I'm going to get girls over later. I'm going to have a couple beers and then I'm going to do it all over again tomorrow. And you're like, how? And you just don't care. And like, they were terrible coaches, but then like, there's some guys who are like really good and also great coaches. Like you guys have taken to coaching, like naturally you guys are really good fucking coaches. So it's nice to see, but like you guys still have like athletic careers. Like, is there a way that you guys are planning on balancing it? Or is that just like when it comes down the road, like we'll figure it out then? Or
For me personally, it's like, the guys had CJI coming up. Nicky wanted, some help running the camp as well. So it's like, since I'm injured, I'll help the guys. I'm probably going to have to step away, but Nicky's going to definitely be the head, jiu-jitsu coach, the pro coach,
Yeah, I also kind of structured this camp, like, honestly, the way that I plan to, like, kind of run the noon class from now on. And I structured it in a way where I could just also train and do the rounds. Granted, it's obviously not going to be as good as, like me sitting out and being able to watch everything. Maybe if there's, some big competitions coming up, like trials or something, maybe, I'll kind of take a few weeks and like train at 7 p.m. or something instead. But like, yeah, I do plan to continue to try to compete once I'm healthy. But I think that I can continue running the session this way and just train during it, answer the Q&A after.
yeah, you're going to keep up with the Q&A then?
Yeah.
Because the Q&A is there. Like you guys say it already. Like there's so many people in the room. We set up the Q&A. So if you guys watch it, and I think that's good. It makes people better because it's like we've talked about this on this podcast a couple times. Like you have to take responsibility for your own training as well. Like you can have great coaches, you can have everything around you, but if you're just coming in, doing the same thing over and over again and then asking questions but not remembering anything, like that's kind of on you. Like you need to watch your own rounds. So it kind of puts like a good it's going to make everyone better by being like, hey, we'll answer your guys' questions. We will sit here for 30 minutes after class showing everyone what you need. But you need to tell us what the fuck you're having a problem with.
Yeah, that's where I think it differs. Like, the noon class, it is obviously at noon, but it's the pro class. So it's like it's going to be structured different than the beginner's class or the night class or the morning class. If you want to go in and you want to drill or you don't really know how to do this guard, then you should go to the beginner's class because they'll teach you those beginning level skills. But for the pro classes, it's now about trying to hone your skills and get them better for competition. So you have to, that's where I think CLA is so valuable, where you don't need explicit instruction. You're literally building the physical skill. But if you want to understand what to do in certain scenarios, you can still just remember that and then ask it in the Q&A.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like even back at Henzo's, like some like all of us back when DDS was still a thing, we all like after every session it'd be like all the pro athletes in a circle, asking each other, asking John questions. It's like it has to be on you somewhat. It's like I can't tell the problem that everybody's having.
It's almost like that step from like in maturity from high school to college, where high school you're guided through classes. You have a teacher for this, teacher for that. Whereas college you have a lecturer, and then you've got to go do all the work yourself on your own time. Come back with everything. You know, it's sort of that level of maturity, but for like physical training,
Right?
as opposed.
Difference between high school and college.
Yeah, I know all about that.
You say that, but Nicky's one of the most intellectual people in the gym.
You can say Asperger's.
It's a low bar. It's a low bar, but he's
Bro, we should have a debate with you and Corbin. You guys have the same education.
I don't even know. Honestly, I know pretty much nothing besides Corbin, other than the fact that he lives in a shack in the woods.
He is a goat. I know that.
Yeah, I know he's got some goats.
Very interesting fucking kid, dude.
yeah, that kid has layers. We've talked about it on here before.
Yeah.
The more you dive in, the more interesting that kid gets.
Yeah.
'Cause he says some stuff, and you're just like, oh, you're a fucking meathead 19-year-old. But then, like, you actually get him alone. He starts talking. You're like, oh, you're actually like a very nice.
The kid's smart too.
Yeah,
Is he?
smart kid.
I have no idea.
Dude, we drove up to Dallas to do a tournament with him, and I get in the back seat. Declan's in the front. Corbin's driving, which we took him out of the driver's seat real quick. I drove the car over. I was like, give me the fucking
Oh
keys.
my God.
I drove.
Pull over at the first gas station. I was like,
Give me the keys.
why don't you rest? You know?
He's like, you're competing too. I was like, give me the fucking keys. He's like, bro, I'm fine. I was like, Corbin, give me the. I was like, I'm not dying with you at the fucking wheel, brother. Like, this is fucked. But I get in the back seat and I'm like, there's like books that were like on like the high school reading list back home. It was like Of Mice and Men and like Catcher in the Rye, like all this shit. And I'm like, whose fucking books are these? He's like, yeah, I like looked up the high school like reading list and I just got them from the library and I read them because I was at home like taking care of my mom. So I was like, let me give you a hug. You know what?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't read. This is great. Good.
But then we got there and he's like, I prefer to sleep on the floor anyway. And we're just like in this room.
Reminds me of
Shitting.
Yeah, sometimes it gives you the vibe where it's like, am I gonna make it out of this fucking sleep? But no, he's a good fucking
He's the
kid.
man, dude.
And he's getting so fucking good.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, what a sick performance this weekend.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
Killed it.
Dude, jet lag, sick. He was fucked. His foot was fucked. And he was just like, we were like, go do your thing. He was like, okay. The kid's a fucking monster, dude.
Subbed like 6 out of 7 matches, I think, right?
Yeah.
For the
Yeah.
team quintet style. It's awesome.
Yeah, he fucking killed it. I mean, I felt bad Colin didn't even get to compete.
Yeah.
But
Sucks, but fuck, he got paid.
that's
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, I felt bad about that fucking Corbin. He needs to get out of his own fucking way. I talked to him today and like I was like, man, like because I have a job and shit. Like I'm fine. My girl's got a job and shit. And I was like, you should have like the money from the tournament, like here. And he was like, no. And I was like, Corbin,
Way nicer
fucking-
than I am.
Yeah.
I have a job. I'm good. I'm fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like for him, like that's a lot. Like he like this is all he's doing is just jiu-jitsu. Like he's just trying to make it a go. And I was just like, fuck, bro. Like, but he's just stopped. You know what I mean? He looks up to everyone. He's stubborn. He's like, no, that's fucking gay. Quit being a fucking gay dude. Like, walk away from me. And I'm like, all right, kid. Fucking do it the hard way, you fuck. And he's like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, all right.
I mean, even though some guys didn't get subs or Colin didn't compete, there's still certain wins. Like it was strategic because it's like Colin is very, very tough to sub, and then we have Corbin who is a finisher. So like in reality, the reason he went before Colin for the second round was like me and Nicky were talking about it. It's like as long as Corbin gets one sub, we trust that Colin cannot get subbed.
yeah.
So it puts you in an just like an advantage. If we have one sub, it's a lot easier to go through the whole fucking.
Colin's just got that pace the whole time too, where it's like, fuck,
I don't know how he has the cardio he has for a 205-pound guy.
Yeah, he's big as fuck.
Yeah.
He comes today.
God.
Before training today, he's like, give me somebody good. I'm ready to scrap today. I'm like, oh fuck, you want Nicky out? He's like, fuck yeah. I was like, sick. Then I think he trained with you. Might have trained with Corbin. Trained with Matea. He's scrapping today.
Yeah, he's such a good
every day.
asset for the team.
Dude, fuck yeah. He's
Yeah.
an awesome guy.
He said, I was asking him, I was like, what's up with the cardio? He's like, dude, he's like, it's not, he's like, I don't know. I think I was just born with cardio. He's like, in the wrestling room, they used me for the same thing in college. He's like, everyone always said, like, what the fuck is wrong with your cardio? He's like, they couldn't get me tired. He's like, you can't break me. I mean, I just don't get tired.
Yeah, me too.
That's why.
The heavy breathing, stepping through the door.
Yeah, dude, but no, Colin's a fucking man. And it's sick. The guy that sponsored our team for the team event, he sent a message into the team group chat being like, if any of you want to go to ADCC Dallas Nationals, I'll pay for your guys' registration and help you guys out. And So I
That's
think
fucked up. I didn't know I could get a team. I would have wanted Simple Man team. Next time you guys compete, we'll do a Simple Man team
fuck yeah.
or White Monster team.
I mean,
Buy show team. We got team. You guys want to see a White Monster team? Sponsor the boys. I mean, you guys are almost getting basically a Simple Man team. You guys are getting the fucking. It's gonna be the new fucking.
We'll see,
You guys
man.
can do that.
Fuck. I mean, it's gonna be some type of like Simple Man reincarnation, is what Craig said. So I guess we'll go with
I
that.
think he's fucking with you.
I think he's
I
fucking.
think he's leading you down the trail, and then as soon as you make it, he's like, "Look what these fucking guys did."
Probably, man. I can't. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll fucking see, man.
Bro, you're fucking. Actually, no. The fucking. I don't know. This whole. Craig's fucking. I don't know Craig. The most I talked to him was the last time he was here, and he just beat me up and then left.
Hey, same.
He's like, yeah, look at this tattoo. I was like, I remember asking him, I was like, you don't get anxiety about anything, huh? He's like, nah. I was like, okay.
You see the newest tattoo he has?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
This is the one time I've been like, "You might have pushed it too far."
It's a fucking like
Oh,
Illuminati.
you're thinking
some
about
shit.
that.
Oh,
Yeah, I know which one you're
what are you
thinking
thinking
about.
of?
We'll talk about.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
That's why I was like, I don't know.
The old Mexico one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's crazy.
Insane.
But he we call him on the last podcast for Simple Man, and he's like, "Oh, hey, check out this new tattoo I got," and he pulls down his pants. It's like right above his dick, and then it's like an Illuminati sign. I was like, "Why the hell would you get this?" He was like, "Oh, he's some guy with schizophrenia thinks I'm in the Illuminati," so I was like, "Want to push him over the edge?" I was like, "Holy crap!" I was like, "What?" Just that's permanent. That's permanent.
It's insane the lengths he'll go just for a joke.
Yeah, he dyed his hair pink.
Yeah.
At
That's fucking
what,
this
recently?
this dude's handicapped. He posted a story of like his hair being pink. I showed it to Damien. Damien's like, "What the fuck am I looking at?" He's like, "What?" He's like, "What are you showing me?" He's fucking colorblind.
I had no idea.
Realize, yeah.
I thought it was blonde hair. I was like, "What? It looks like Craig to me."
Dude, the guy's like the fucking polar opposite of me. Like, he like does all this shit, doesn't get any anxiety. I'm just like riddled. I'm like, dude, how do you? That's all I was asking him about when he was here. Nothing about jiu-jitsu. I was like, you don't feel anything? I was like, there's nothing going on, dude.
Years of Xanax built up.
That's the thing, man.
Yeah.
I was like, how in the fuck? And he's like, who cares? I was like, yeah, who cares?
Yeah, you take as much Xanax as he does, man. You're not gonna feel anxious at all.
You scared to take
Probably
fucking
doesn't
Xanax?
remember the last 4 years. It's always black.
Oh, bro, it's fucking wild. But yeah, that's fucking. I mean, yeah, that was like the one thing that like we were all getting like we talked about already, but you guys are here. Obviously, you guys like the owner, like, or it's coming into being
In the works, yeah.
right? So we had a bunch of messages from people. Like I had a bunch of messages from people back home and throughout the community, and he did too. And it's kind of crazy. It's like because we let everyone into the gym through the YouTube and through Instagram and all that stuff, right? So you think that people would see through Craig's Instagram and through the YouTube and through everything, like, Craig's busy. Craig hasn't really been around. Like, no offense to Craig, he's just busy. And he hasn't been around since I've been here, really, like 2 years. I got here and it was his last week of coaching.
Wow.
And then he was gone. And then I've met him. I mean, the last time he asked me to train, he was like, who's the guy who does the podcast with Declan? Bring him in. So it was like, it was like, all right, bro. But like, you know what I mean? So like, I was shocked on how everyone was like, what's the tea? What's the gossip? And I was like, guys, there is no, like, I thought you guys would see this through the YouTube and the Instagram. Like, he just hasn't been around. He's coaching Volk. He's coaching JDM. He's literally never in America. So it just makes sense that the guys who are always here, always grinding, always working and still working their way up, like, they're gonna evolve and want to make it theirs. Like, this just seems like to me, it seemed like the natural progression of the business. But to a lot of other people, they're like, there must be gossip. And I was like, no, I mean, it's just, this is what it is. Like,
I said too, it's probably like, it's going to be good to see where you guys take it. Not that like you couldn't do what you wanted before, but now it's really you guys, who are here, and you have like even more freedom to do what you want with the space and the leadership roles, So I'm excited to see what you guys come up with.
yeah. And I saw something where Nicky Rod was already talking about, because your MMA career, someone clipped something Nicky Rod saying like, yeah, we're eventually gonna have striking, it's gonna be like this.
Well, I think we all have like the end goal for us is like we want a massive facility that has striking, grappling, wrestling, catering towards MMA, and then still be a family gym where there's like kids program for striking and jiu-jitsu. But definitely right now we're sticking with jiu-jitsu. So like there was like a BJJ Eastern Europe article about us going into MMA. It's like that's not a thing yet, but
I'm too old. I'm too old.
yeah. It's like I think we do have the vision of having like a massive gym like that, but that's fucking years down the line. It's like that's after my competitive career.
But even right now, I mean, like the ambush guys come in and like you see it over there. Like it doesn't. I think people read these things and they think it's going to be like all one way or the other. It's like, no, it's going to be world-class jiu-jitsu. Maybe down the line, like you're still going to have guys getting ready for MMA stuff. Like we have Jackson in there, we have you in there.
That thing you put up the other day where it's like, hey, what's the total record?
Crazy.
That's fucking insane. What was it? 50
and 0. 50 and 0 for
insane.
Me, Jackson Glass, Diego Cortez, and then Cody Steele, who used to train with us, but obviously he went to Vegas. Yeah, completely undefeated, 50 and 0. The thing with me and Jackson actually, we're undefeated, but none of us really take damage. I think across amateur Muay Thai, amateur MMA, and pro MMA, I think Jackson has like 1 or 2 pro fights now. He pretty much is able to train the day after. And same thing with my pro fights. We're pretty much training the day after. And it's really just because of Elton Wells. That's our head coach. It's like when talking about MMA, it's there's actual health, detriments. You can get fucked up in that sport. So it's like if you want to pursue this thing, you want to look at your coach and say like, am I willing to bet my career on this guy, like my health, my actual career? And if the answer is no, then you have to try to find a different coach. But when I found Elton, super smart guy, he's like former NVIDIA software engineer that literally quit his job to coach us. I was like, okay, this is the guy that, can take us to the next level.
Yeah, I get because I teach the mornings. I'm in when you guys are in, and I see bits and pieces and like see the work you guys put in. I get to watch you fight. It's like it's crazy. Like you said, the lack of damage you guys are taking it's pretty unheard of. Jackson just been bullying people, didn't he? His first fight, he had to fight a teenager as well.
Dude, he fought
should have been illegal.
He should have been put in cuffs for that. Dude.
I don't know
who the fuck made him do that.
I don't know what the fuck happened with that. Yeah, that first guy was also 17, and it was tough for Jackson to get fights. So then like he made his Instagram private to try to not scare them away. But the thing is that you Google a guy, you'll see he's like, world champion, fucking Muay Thai fighter, kickboxer, whatever, fought internationally. And then we found out after the fact, but apparently like the other guy's coach told the kid's parents that this guy was really nothing. And I was like, what?
Yeah, that's as bad a thing a coach can do.
Dude.
Like, your number one goal is to protect your athlete. You should only be putting them in fights where you foresee a victory.
Especially not lying to the fucking parents.
To be
A
honest,
young kid, you can ruin not only his life, his career, his confidence, everything. A kid that age.
Very, very possible at that age, like that happens to him. He's like, I'm done. I don't want to do this. But really, it's like, no, you went against one kid who's a fucking man, dude. Like,
bro, it's like, yeah, you fucking break your face. You get, the kid got knocked out,
Yeah.
So it's like, that's just insane to me. But yeah, man, it's just like anyone that goes against Jackson, I'm always curious, like, what do these fighters see that we don't see? Like, why would you accept this fight? We only like when we analyze our fights, we're like, okay, this is where we can capitalize here. This is where we're gonna take the fight. When going against Jackson, I'm like, okay, you're not a better striker, you're not a better grappler, you're not a better wrestler. Like, where are you gonna actually capitalize for you to be like, yeah, I'm good taking this fight? Nuts to me.
it's fucking.
I wouldn't fight him.
The fuck's no, dude. Like
Now he's getting sick at grappling too.
his grappling's fucking good.
I was trying to hold him down
It's crazy.
for fucking 8 minutes, and I was like, "Why does this little cunt keep getting up?"
Bro, he walks by me sometimes and he's like, as a joke, and sometimes his hand hits me and I'm like, jeez, like his hands
How
way
big
like.
is his head?
Yeah, he got some
Big-ass
big ass
fucking
hands.
Kids' mitts are like fucking lunch pails, dude. It's like, have you been twisting wrenches since you were 2 on semi-trucks? Like, why are your hands this fucking big? Dude? He's got like farmer hands.
17, bro. I wonder how big he's gonna get. Because right now he's fighting 145. Like I can imagine him.
A welterweight.
I can imagine him.
He could easily get up to like 2. Dude, he could be a 200-pound kid, like in like 4 or 5 years when like he
have
gets
no
fully
idea.
grown.
He's not short either.
His dad's like
Long
6'3" or something like that.
fuck. His arms and his legs are just long.
Like, what does he walk around at right now?
Right now, like 165 to 170.
Yeah, dude. I was that size when I was his age. I was 170.
Really?
Yeah. I gained weight when I was in my early 20s. I
Yeah,
got to like
me too.
180, and then since I moved here, all of a sudden, And then since I moved here, it was like now I'm like 190-ish. Like it just kept going up, but like I was built the same as him, just fucking scrawny, and you know what I mean. But like, well, my hands weren't as fucking big as his. But
It's pretty cool too to see because you know, Jackson pretty much as far back as he can remember, he was always training, like doing some type of striking, doing jiu-jitsu. And his parents are super supportive. So like he's homeschooled his whole life. Technically, I think he might have graduated high school when he was like 15 or 16.
His old man is fucking hilarious. We should have him on. Dude.
I was just,
Oh, bro, do you want to? I can fucking make that happen, bro. Mitch is hilarious.
I talked to him for 20 minutes one day, and it was probably the best 20-minute conversation I've had in a couple of years. It was, I didn't say anything, but it was like a comedy special. I was like, "Are you a
The
real
actor
person?"
killer too.
There's some rumors that he wants to run for president.
Oh, dude, fuck it, bring him in,
I gotta get my citizenship.
bro.
Dude, he is hilarious.
Bro, he ended the conversation with me. He's like, "What are you doing Sunday?" And I was like,
So I was gonna say, because so Mitch, who's Jackson's dad, right? Mitch goes to Gold's gym for hours at a time doing fucking like cardio and elliptical, then does another hour in the sauna, and the entire time he's just recruiting guys for them to get the shit beat out of them at Sunday sparring, right? Every week there's somebody new. Last week he's like, maybe I shouldn't really say it, but I'm gonna say it, but he's like, "Yo, Damien, I have this special forces guy that's coming to train with us on Sunday." And I'm like, "Okay, does he train?" He's like, "He's special forces, you know. He knows a lot of people." And then the
"Let
guy
my kid beat the fuck out of him."
just gets the shit beat out of him, vomits on the fucking mats. I was like, "Bro, who are you bringing, man? Like these guys are just random guys who want to have fun time training and then just unleash Jackson on them."
Like, yeah, go train with that kid.
Yeah.
Bro, he was saying wild shit to me. He was talking about bacon, egg, and cheeses or something from back where he was from. He was like, the whole conversation was just all over because he's from New York.
From New York, yeah.
He's got like that like New York accent, like the stereotypical fucking accent. He was like, he's like, "Where are you from again?" I was like, "Canada." He's like, "Ah, nice. Yeah, I don't really fuck around too many mountains, but I was a volunteer firefighter back in the day." I was like, "Yeah, how that has anything to do with anything?" But all right, bro. He's like, "Yeah, not a lot of mountains, but you know, dude, a fucking volunteer firefighter back in New York back then. It was fucking sick, dude. Bacon, egg, and cheese, fucking unreal. Forget about all this shit." I was like, nice. He's like, "What are you doing this Sunday?" I was like, "Nothing, man. I'm gonna fucking sleep. Like I'm tired." And he's like, "Nah. Come to sparring. We'll make a fucking celebrity out of you." I was like, "Bro, I'm not coming to get fucking highlight reeled by your child, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here." He's like, "Dude, a couple years, fucking Dana White. I've already messaged him about my kid." I'm like, "Nice, fucking hell yeah." If he runs for president, I'm voting, dude.
The thing is, anything that he believes in, he believes 100%. So we'll have guys that great fighters, right? But he'll be like, so and so will beat, you know, DDP easy, 6-week camp. No, and then me and Jackson are like, "Brother, no, he won't." Like DDP is the champ, and he's like, "No, 6 week, he'll fucking take him out. You'll take Marab today." I'm like, "Oh my god, brother, you're shot."
Bro, he's the man, dude. He probably owns that gold. Everyone's probably like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's just walking around, shaking hands, fucking.
He's a fucking mayor over there, man.
Bro, he's the fucking man. Did you ever have aspirations to MMA?
No. Absolutely not.
He did some sparring back in Puerto Rico.
I did do some sparring.
There was
You got some fast double A's. You got some fast hands on you?
Yeah, brother.
Dude, there was I think it was like about a week where
Yeah,
John,
week.
it was literally a week where John was like, the key to furthering your career is understanding not only jiu-jitsu but MMA as well. You guys have to start training MMA. And at the time, it was like me, Gary, this guy Yuting. We would do our MMA sessions before jiu-jitsu. Then afterwards, there would be the jiu-jitsu session, similar to how it is today. And then these guys joined for about a week, and then they all stopped.
It was my idea. John did say that, but I brought it up to John. I was like, I want to start learning some striking. And then John said that.
What happened? Why did it stop in a week?
I was just like, fuck this shit.
The new Fortnite.
New season came out, bro.
I forget why I actually stopped. I feel like I got injured and then I just never went back to it.
Yeah, but literally everyone that was on the pro jiu-jitsu team had gloves, and they were doing some type of striking for about a week. Nicky was in it. He dropped this kid Drew, who's like a 145er.
It's just,
Fucking
Known
dropped
for
him.
pulling his strength.
Yeah.
Light spine. What the fuck would it? Yeah, what's Nicky Rod's fucking striking like? Just big fucking.
It's a double leg.
Craig can
Double leg.
strike a little bit.
Really?
He has good dexterity. He's surprisingly athletic.
Yeah.
Like
When we did the
High jump thing
high
at the
jump?
gym.
just like out jumped high school, we were like, hang on.
that's crazy.
Yeah, fuck. So you, I mean, we got into this when you were here last time with like DDS and stuff. When did you start training with John, and like how did that work out? Like, you have to get into jiu-jitsu because I know you played lacrosse and stuff, right?
Yeah, I played like lacrosse and football in high school, and then I was actually at Rutgers, not really doing anything, just kind of going through, studies. And then one of the first couple of months in there, me and my one friend just fucking around, we're drunk, play fighting and shit. And then he's like, dude, I just joined the jiu-jitsu club. You should come. And I was like, jiu-jitsu? I'll fucking try this shit. And I went to the club, and that's where Gary Tonin was the head coach of the club there. And I didn't know who he was. At the time, Nicky was like maybe 13 or 14, like a fat kid. But Gary would bring Nicky, Ryan, Gordon would be there, and they would just beat the shit out of people. And so that's how I found jiu-jitsu. As soon as I found it, I was like, dude, this thing's awesome. And the club only trained twice a week. So then after a few weeks or maybe a couple months, I was like, I want to try to learn more. So I joined Gary's gym, started training there pretty regularly. And then I wanted to figure out how to train more. So then I became Gary needed a manager for his gym. He really wasn't doing much in terms of like, trying to acquire students and shit like that. So I hopped on board with that. It allowed me to train a bit more. And then maybe about a year in or something, I was like trying to figure out how I can just try to get better, really, because I didn't know that these guys were really making a living out of it. At the time, Gordon was like maybe just got his brown belt, and Gary was like established, but I didn't know how big Gary was until like probably about a year in. Like I had no idea how good Gary actually was. And then once I found out, I was like, fuck, maybe I can try to pursue this thing instead of, a finance degree or some shit, because these guys were having fun. And Gordon was actually like, if you want to try to get good at this thing, you have to train with us in New York. There's no way you're going to be able to catch us because we're just training way more than you. So then I started training up in the city. I started taking online classes at Rutgers. And then about my sophomore year, I dropped out of college to try to really pursue this thing fully. And then kind of just, just started training all the time.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Nice. You managed Gary's gym?
Yeah. So that's kind of...
It's kind of says a little crash course into like what you're about to do, which is good.
Yeah, well, I've owned a gym now out in Jersey for like 5 years now. Yeah, so basically the whole idea was I didn't know if a competitive career was really lucrative, to be honest, especially back then. It's like there was really no money. Like at the time, even Gary was still like traveling around competing for like, a grand tournament or $2,000 tournament. And, he was still high up, but I didn't really know how much money Gary was making. Gary owned a gym, but it wasn't like anything crazy, especially because I was managing it. So I always thought that the route to it was like, do this thing that I really loved and then try to build a business behind it. So it's like, I as a college kid, I was like, this is real world business where I could just figure this shit out. So I implemented my own systems and stuff. We grew the gym, and then that's kind of how I learned how to run and operate a gym. And I did that for about like 3 years. And once I felt like I understood it, then I decided to open up my own gym. And yeah, that's kind of just how my gym back in Jersey started.
It's pretty sick. That's like a paid internship.
Literally, yeah.
Like going to school for finance and stuff, and then you're able to like fucking...
Dude, super valuable. Super valuable. I honestly think college business classes are useless, to be honest. It's like you can always learn things on YouTube, Google, whatever, without having to pay tens of thousands of dollars to go into college. It's like I learned way more just doing this paid internship for Gary than I did, at actual college. Like managerial accounting or financial accounting is like retarded because we have QuickBooks, and it's like you're gonna pay an accountant. It's just it's useless in my opinion.
Did you go then straight to Puerto Rico with the guys?
So yeah. I mean, at the time, like I think I was like a blue belt. I think I was a purple belt actually. And the guys were like, "We're gonna go to Puerto Rico. Or what are your thoughts on Puerto Rico?" And then I was like, well, I guess I'm trying to get good at this thing, so I'm going to go wherever you guys tell me to go. I'll figure it out. Yeah. Luckily, Mo really helped us out and shit. So there was really no once I kind of dropped out of college to really try to pursue this thing. It's like the team could have went to Saudi Arabia and be like, okay, well, how do I figure out how to get there? There's really no question of whether or not I was going to go. Yeah.
No, that's fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad.
Who was the one who decided Puerto Rico? In short.
I mean, to be honest, like, so it was mainly Gordon's idea. Also because Mo lived there too. So it's kind of like, Mo brought the idea up. It's also during COVID. So we're like, we're like, we just have to get out of New York, pretty much. I was like, most of the team was like, we don't really care where we go. We just have to get out of this place. And then, there was like, huge tax benefits with going and moving to Puerto Rico. And Mo was already out there. He said he'd help us out and everything. And then, that's kind of how that came about.
And you guys acquired Frankie in Puerto Rico, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Frankie.
Dude,
Frankie's man.
what's crazy is he wasn't really even training with us until like the end, and then when we went to Texas, like he was there the entire time. But I barely knew Frankie because we were kind of like in the dark. We didn't realize that not everyone was allowed to train with us. So like Frankie wanted to train. He was like an up and comer, guy that was super into jiu-jitsu, but I guess the guys there were like, no, you're not allowed to train here or something. So it's like towards the end, he started coming around and we're like, oh, dude, sick. But I guess the previous 6 months, he's been trying to get in. Yeah, and then they didn't allow him in. I was like so confused. And then when we came to Texas, I started getting to know Frankie more, and I'm telling him like how much I love surfing in Hawaii. He's like, bro, I would have taken you surfing in Puerto Rico. I was like, fuck, why didn't you tell me? He's like, I wasn't allowed to hang out with you guys. I was allowed to go in there. I was like, what?
I mean, the Puerto Rican you took with you probably wasn't much help at all, Nicky I'd probably let the team down. On that one.
Exactly, bro. Fuck, that place was crazy.
Was it sick at all? Like,
I loved it. Would do it 100%.
Really?
I would do it again.
I'm the complete opposite. I would never live there ever again.
I've heard that from you, and I heard Craig was like, fuck that.
We had different.
Nick Rod said he fucking hated it.
Yeah, like I was not a fan. Cool place to visit for sure. Got some nice beaches and everything, but definitely not a place I want to live.
Everyone said it was hard to get anything done.
Yes, that was the main problem.
Like nothing's open.
Bro, literally all the hardworking Puerto Ricans came to the mainland. Like I'm telling you, that's 100% true. There's every week there's 1 or 2 days where there's some holiday where like they're not gonna work, or like they won't get work done until noon. If you go to like a Starbucks and you want a coffee and there's no one in there, you should expect probably like 15 to 20 minutes to get your coffee because they're going to be talking back there. You're going to be chilling. It's like super island time. It's crazy.
It was god awful.
Man, that was like going to fucking Italy because I've worked construction since I was like 18. So when I went to Italy, they're kind of on the same. I think they made the Coliseum and all that stuff, and they're like, we're going to coast for a bit. You know what I mean? I think they did a bunch of shit, and they're like, yo, we're good. You see that? You see that? I don't give a fuck. So, like, there was, like, numerous days where we were walking around. It's, like, 8 a.m. Like, nothing's open. I'm like, fucking 8 a.m. on a Tuesday. What the fuck? And then all of a sudden it's, like, then it's, like, 10. And I see some guys with vests. I'm like, the boys? The fucking construction, the boys are out. These are my guys. They're drinking espressos on the side of the road, smoking cigarettes. The fucking cat and like the fucking like the Traco not on, and shit's just ribboned off. I'm like, 10 a.m. maybe it's just chilling. We'll come back for lunch. They're in the cafe, nothing's moved. I'm like, the boys, and then like we come back at night, and I'm like, I finally made a joke. I was like, fellas, what the fuck are we doing this week? And Emily was like, and they're like, you don't get it. And they just sat every time I saw these four fucks. The whole week, dude, the machines were in the same spot. Not even start. I don't even know if they work. They might have been out of gas all week. Saw lots of espressos, lots of cigarettes. I was like, God damn, maybe I should move here to lay brick. Holy, if they were clean, like all their shirts were just no dirt on them. I was like, hell, like maybe coffee stain, but fuck. I was like, what the? I was like, how the fuck does anything get done?
They're going home to the wife, just running the shirt through the driveway first, putting it back on. Yeah, rough day.
Yeah.
Get that espresso machine on.
I read it. And then like, no, it's nap time. So they go home at like 3, take a nap. I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
I was in Spain a couple weeks ago, and first time I ever experienced like siesta. Whatever, I was trying to get lunch at like 3:30, and they're like, dude, we're closed. I was like, what? The fuck? Where do I go? I'm walking around different places. It is cool, but again, I'm just like, come on, I want to eat. It's like you have to plan around that. Like nothing's gonna be open between
especially
like
if you're great for iPhone. You're not gonna get your iPhone fixed.
Oh, we're gonna bring this up now.
I imagine the Apple Store there has some weird times.
Yeah, I mean, when I got back to the U.S., I just bought one. Didn't even explain it. I was like, yeah, Brooke, I don't know what happened. Give me the fucking iPhone.
Seriously, fucking broke. Spain would be sick. Kieran was hitting me up. He was like, are we going back to Italy this year? And I was like, it's trials, man. I don't think I can take time off for trials, and but I feel bad because Kieran's like, okay, like fuck, I'm sorry, dude. I know you still can't get in.
Just send Emily with it.
Fuck, dude. I mean, Kieran, yeah. If Kieran was the all-time guy to bring with your wife on a trip, dude. He could turn his white girl hat on real quick.
What do you mean?
Like, because I don't drink, and we're there and stuff, and my wife's there, and we're like the first 3 days. I mean, no AC in Europe. Like,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
they don't have they don't give a fuck about ventilation,
Yeah.
dude. I can make millions of dollars over there. We go into like this thing. It's like their Olympic Center. It's just a fucking big like bubble, and this thing is like literally like built like a sauna room, and they just have mats for 5 days for European Championships.
Oh, sick. Wow.
It's just fucking
Holy
gross,
shit.
though. Like, it's just hot, humid, right by the ocean. It's fucking gross, dude. And so Emily's in there watching because we have to watch everyone. It's like me, Corbin, JB, Kieran, PO. There's like 7 people. So, like, the wives are like just sitting there being like, okay, yeah. Like, for the first little bit, like, oh, this is cool. Day 3, they're like, we got to go do something. Like, blah, blah. I was like, yeah. But finally, we go out, and Kieran was like, all right, Emily, I told you, when we're done competing, me and you are getting drunk. And Emily was like, fuck yeah, Kieran. So we like pull up to like this restaurant. I'm like, I can't drink, so whatever. Like, you guys do your thing. So I'm sitting here, wife's beside me, Kieran's there, and he's like, all right, you ready? She's like, yeah. He like gets the wait. He's like, excuse me. Waiter comes over. He somehow speaks Italian too. I don't fucking know. The guy knows everything. Like, he's just autistic as fuck. He like, comes over. He's like, saying Italian stuff. He's like, we need 2 Aperol spritzes right now. I need a shot of this for both of us. And then what kind of white wines do you have? Goes through this list. He's like, nice. That'll pair well with this. Gets a charcuterie board. Gets the white wines. He's like, when we're halfway done this, we'll get this. And then Emily's like, sick. So then him and Emily are just over there, just fucking cheersing, having a couple of drinks. I'm like,
Was he not competing?
no, he was done.
It was when he finished.
Oh, okay.
You know, so it's just like looking over. It's just 2 fucking white girls at brunch having a great time. And I was like, shout out to Kieran, bro. Fucking let's go, dude. Like,
That was the worst loss.
Yeah,
us
for
us
sure.
losing Kieran, man. Oh, that one hurts.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
That one hurts.
that fucking yeah, dude. Especially being there and watching him get arrested. He looks so sad.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize he did get arrested.
Dude,
he
like
spent the night in jail.
15 cops came.
Oh, what?
It
It was a
crazy.
shit show.
Oh.
Bro, I was getting calls and like it'd be like a Dallas number and I'd answer and go, you have a call from inmate number 4577 from Dallas Federal Prison. Press 2 if you want to collect call. And you're like, 2? And I hear people yelling in the back and he's like, hey. And I'm like, yo, are you good? And then one time he hung up because I was like, hey man, are you all right in there? He's like, I'm fine. Yeah, I'll be out here. Like, he's kind of acting hard. I'm like, bro, I'm like, bro, you can talk to me. Like, is everything okay? Like, I'm checking in on him like I'm his wife. Like, yo, you good, dude? Like, because Kieran's just such a sweet boy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, and he's like, yeah, I gotta go. And he hangs up and he gets out of there. He's like, dude, everyone can hear your call. They think I'm fucking gay. Because you're checking in on my fucking emotions. All these guys behind me just are in here for beating their wives and shit. And I'm just like, yeah, motherfucker. I was like, you okay, honey? Like, dude, he did like 30 hours in jail until they got him out, and then
Came out with tattoos.
came out a different man. JB took him to get ice cream after.
Give me the rundown of because you were there for it.
We were there, yeah. So Vince Bar. So it was a
The
long.
video was bad for the boys.
Video was it was a long day, and they do the heavier weight classes at the end of the day. So we were there all day. Everyone's competing. Vince Barbosa, who's like he's the man. Like, he's just the fucking boy. We all love Vince so much. He was the coach of like B team. He's just a good guy. He does everything he can for everybody. So Vince is competing, and he's doing adult 100 plus because he was like, oh, we have guys who are friends with in every division. I'll do adult 100 plus. And we're like, you're 200 pounds, 42 years old. And he's like, nah, I'm just going to go shirtless and do the robot. We're like, you're the man. So he subs his first guy, makes it into like another one, subs him, and then goes into the semis, I think. And he's in the semis against a guy who's like a legit 100 plus guy who trained at like the Olympic Training Center from a gym I'm not going to say because I don't want Kieran to get in trouble because it's an ongoing thing that they're still not figured out.
Okay.
But Vince and this guy are going, and it starts getting a little chippy to the point where their corner and our corner are going, ref, you need to do something. Like,
Who's your guys' corner?
Declan.
Okay.
Declan's cornering. I'm there just holding stuff like someone's wife, and Kieran's also cornering. But it's getting chippy in the match to the point where both corners and their corners like, ref, you need to do something. Like, this is like the match is
heated.
It's getting heated. It's getting weird. Vince is getting annoyed. The guy's like, at one point, the guy just went bottom to hold his points and like went flat on the ground and did this. So Vince couldn't put hooks in or anything, just riding out the clock. And Vince reacted in a way that Vince thought was going to be funny. And it wasn't funny. Vince hopped up and tried surfing him like a surfboard. And the time went out, and when Vince walked off the mat and stepped off of him,
It's a little funny.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
Vince may or may not have photoshopped a picture of a pterodactyl instead. And he was like, "Can I post this?" And I was like, "I'd hold on." But so once you see our guy, Vince, like I said, is 42 years old. He's a fucking father. Like all this stuff. Like they're from an MMA gym, and they're rolling deep because they're from Dallas. They have like 25 guys in their corner. The guy who's way bigger than Vince pushes Vince into their corner. So at that, well, also in the match, the guy looked at Kieran and flipped Kieran off. And then Kieran was like, "What the fuck? That's disrespectful."
They have 25 guys, but we have one Kieran.
Yeah. So then all of a sudden they push Vince into the corner, and me and Declan experienced in certain things like this. I think we both had the thought of like, we're gonna go in there and make sure Vince is all right. But you know you don't throw first. You just go in there to grab your boy, and we're just gonna get him out, right? Like we were just being good civilians. So me and Declan just run over to grab Vince to get him out. And as we run over to grab him, me and Declan are in there. Kieran performs the most respectful and fastest gear change of all time. Kieran takes his shoes off, takes his hoodie off. He might have even bowed before I comes on the mat, and as me and Declan are like about to funnel through people to get a hold of Vince, we both feel hand on our shoulder.
It was like parting the Red Sea.
And he like he used me and Declan as like a Trojan horse, and like jumped over top, and we just see what happened, and everyone's seen the video, so like you guys can watch the video and hit a guy. And as it happened, I like look and like I see Kieran, I'm like, fuck. So then I grab Kieran, I run him back, and then now it's just pandemonium. Like the whole place erupts, screaming, freaking out. A B team guy did this, because that was the heat of Craig and Mo going back and forth. So like I feel like at that time Mo was looking for any reason for like B team, like sick.
Okay.
Everyone starts freaking out about B
I'm in
team.
this circle of fucking 20 dudes being like, I'm outnumbered.
Oh,
The whole time Vince was fine. He was sitting on a bench watching. We're like, fuck, okay. I'm grabbing Kieran, getting him out of there. And then someone who works for ADCC comes up to their team, goes, "What do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to press charges?" And they're like, "Yep." And then, because Texas is a no-drop state, once you say you're going to press charges and the cops are called, it's Texas versus the person that the charges were pressed against. It's not the person.
Wow.
So the cops are like, "Oh, he's pressing charges. You're getting booked." So they cuff Kieran.
Oof.
And then we're all sitting there and we're like, "Can we talk?" And they're like, "Well, what do you guys?" I was like, "Well, I mean, like, this is very uncharacteristic. I mean, there's nothing much we can say. It's very uncharacteristic of like," we asked Kieran the other day, like days later, we're like, "Have you ever been in a fist fight?" And he's like, "Never. It was the first time I've ever."
Temporary insanity or some shit.
We're like, fuck. So, I don't know. I mean, like, the whole thing was like a scuffle. The guy, like, there's like pushing and shoving going on. Like, again, I don't really know what I can and cannot say until this thing's like, it's not like, it was just, everyone can see the video. It was just a whole shit show. The guy pushed Vince. There was a crowd of people. Everyone was going back and forth, and there was a mistake made, but he's got to pay for it now. I think it was blown over, because the guy who's doing the charges now, like, there's so many videos that have gone viral of him.
Other people.
He's kicked people. He got kicked out of Worlds because he kicked a guy from Pedigo, like just like leg kicked him like while he was down. He hit another guy. He's
Jesus.
And then he's our sweet boy. He's stuck in Toronto now. So
Our dog.
He's doing good on the European scene and stuff, though. Kieran's, you know.
he's 190 pounds right now.
Is he?
What?
Jacked.
He has abs? Still abs?
Yeah, he's still jacked.
Bro, that guy was always shredded.
Yeah, that
You could
guy.
see his abs through his rash guard.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
Bro, he's like, he texted me the other day. He's like, "Dude, I'm 193." I was like, "Get the fuck."
Fucking heavier than me.
Yeah.
I was
Is
190
he?
this morning.
Is he?
I'm 190. I'll sit on a scale right now.
How's that diet going?
It's going good.
Yeah.
I got meal prep.
Want to talk about Canes a little bit?
Canes, that was your fault, dude.
What am I missing? What am I missing?
The one day we were talking, I was cutting, and we were talking about cutting, and Nicky was like, "What'd you eat this weekend? How's the weight cut going?" I was like, "Bro, I had Canes and pizza. I'm down 5 pounds. I cut weight like a G, dog." And he's like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Bro, Canes." And then we had a debate, and I was like, "Canes is this good because of this?" And I started going into detail about my favorite fast food places that you can't get in Canada, that you can only get here. So I start listing off like smash burgers, the shit. Canes is fucking awesome. This place is sick. This place is sick. And Nicky's like, fuck you. And then I see him the next day, and he's like, "Because of you, I cheated on my diet."
No,
I'm
dude,
like,
he's talking about Raising Canes, and I'm like, I can't be a part of this conversation because it's gonna make me get Raising Canes. So I'm like, I can't listen to this. I'm like, I have to walk away. I go to turn away. Austin's like, "Get the fuck back here! Right now. Get the fuck back here right now!" and then continues fucking speaking about it. And then what do you know? I ordered Raisin Canes that day.
He was like, I'm 197 this morning because of you.
Yeah.
You forced my hand.
Yes. Yeah.
Bro, I might, just to keep you as our coach, I might just start sending Uber Eats to the house. How long can we keep the guy in the coach's chair? Just random Canes deliveries to the front step of Nicky Wright's fucking house there. But the rehab's going good. You're jumping around and shit.
Yeah.
I know Musab was talking shit to you today, but
Yeah. I mean, hey, I'm more athletic than that big fucker. But yeah, back to rolling around a little bit, mainly with small women and children.
The
gotta start somewhere.
The Freddy technique.
I know this man, dude. We're doing like running the session the other day, and I just see him sitting out on the side.
That was yesterday. It was yesterday.
It's yesterday, yeah, just sitting on the wall with his eyes closed and his head down. I'm like, dude, you just trained with Owlie. I'm like, how are you this fucking tired? Like.
bro, I told him, I was like, because he said the other day, he's like, man, I did a 2-a-day today. I was like, 2-a-day, Freddie? I was like, you did 2 sessions today? He's like, yeah. I was like, are we going to see a trials run from Freddinho? He's like, fuck it, I'll do it for the boys. I was like, that'd be helpful. Let's go.
So good.
Let's bring, dude, he drops the camera, comes out. It'd be fucking not bad. What do we have for time? 101.
Damien, we ask everyone to wrap up. What is the end goal for Damien Anderson?
The end goal for me is to become the UFC Bantamweight World Champion and then own a massively successful gym with the boys.
Short and sweet. That was beautiful. Thank
The array of answers is fucking great. Taylor was like, I want to get Hulu for my mom.
Yeah.
But
No ads, though.
Yeah.
no,
yeah.
ad free.
Oh, shout out to Taylor's dad. I think tagged the White Monster in more posts than anyone. Every time he's having one, he tags the boys. He's
Yeah.
the man.
We told the story about how he was confused who DeAndre Corbin was, and I think he liked it. We told you about that, right?
No, I don't know what this is.
I'll go and give him the brief rundown.
We're in the back at WNO, and Ethan was going against DeAndre.
Okay.
And I don't know Taylor's dad. He looks like just a security guard. He's like an all black, and he's just like
Massive.
Huge dude.
massive guy. And he's just in the back, in the corner, standing there with like no expression.
He's a lovely guy.
And this guy calls me over, and I'm like, what am I getting in trouble for? I'm just in the back helping people warm up. I like walk over, and I'm like, what's up? And he's like, points. I'm like, yeah, it's the list of people. And he's like, who's DeAndre? And I was like, what? He's like, points at the man. He's like, who's DeAndre? And I'm like, that kid. He's like, that kid's DeAndre? And I was like, yeah, why? And he's like, and he points at his own skin and then points back. And I was like, and he's like, explain to me why his name's DeAndre. And I was like, let me go get my colleagues. So I call over JV and Deck. And I'm like, hey, this big guy needs some help. He's like, why the fuck's his name DeAndre? And we're like, and he's like, and then he's like, guaranteed the dad's black, the mom's Asian, guaranteed. We're just like, what? And he's like, yeah, I'm Taylor's dad. We were like, dude, you're the best.
That's
And
fucking
then he was out there and he was like, about to like yell. He's like, yeah, Taylor, whoop her ass, like going nuts in the crowd. And he's like, oh shit, sorry guys, I should probably shut up. And then Tony looks at me, he's like, it's your daughter, go for it. And he's like, really? She gets embarrassed. He's like, fuck it, you're the dad. He's like, all right, beat her ass, Taylor. And like, just starts going off. We're like, man, this guy's the fucking man. So now he tags us every time he cracks an energy drink. We're like, hell yeah,
That's
bro.
awesome. That's awesome.
But yeah, that's it. That's gonna wrap it up. The camp's sick. Thanks a lot for coaching. Everything's been fucking dope. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, excited to see what you guys do with the gym in the future. It's in great hands, and the boys are stoked. So get through this CJI camp, and yeah, and shout out to Shoju Life. I had to send an ad clip from our last podcast to the guy who showed you, and there was a lot of swearing in it. I may have said fuck Element and fuck Liquid IV. I stand by those words. Drink Shoju. When you guys purchase, you help us out. All right? The pod. We are the #1 jiu-jitsu podcast in the world. No, but go to Shoju Life. Use White Monster Podcast. And Anaconda. I heard you guys don't sponsor podcasts, but I mean...
Strategic partnership, we say.
Strategic partnerships. What the fuck? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, thanks for coming on, guys. And yeah, go follow the boys, listen to their podcast, all that shit.
They follow them already.
They all follow. Follow us. Help us more.